3 and 8, 38. 7 and 8, 78.
Elections are a numbers game.
5 and 7, 57.
Not even a general election gets in the way of bingo at the Jubilee Club in Chaddeston. But what will the voters be focusing on when they decide who they want in Maggie's Den?
NHS. It's on its knees now. It's only going to get worse, isn't it?
NHS is stretched, schools are stretched, all services, houses, immigration.
No beds, no nurses. People are going to die.
Derby North is a tricky constituency to predict. It's gone back and forth between the Conservatives and Labour. Throughout the 1980s, it was held by the Tories, and under Tony Blair, Labour won it back and clung on here until 2015. At the last election, it was the only seat in the East Midlands to change, swinging back to the Tories by a whisker.
It's all around celebrating what is great in the city of Derby, but also recognising what it is that we need to do. And 2 years just hasn't been enough. I've really tried my best. I've been doing lots and lots of things, but I would just like to have more time to do even more. There is Brexit, clearly, you would expect that. But there are other things as well around education, mental health, very, very close to my heart. I'm just hoping to be part of the government that does so much for mental health.
So what will happen this time round? Well, it certainly won't be a victory for the Greens. They're not standing here, instead choosing to support the Labour candidate, who they say shares some essential values.
It's probably the best manifesto we've had since 1945. As you look back at the 1970s, working class people like I was then, as a 19-year-old apprentice bricklayer, I was earning enough money to buy a brand new 3-bedroomed house in a desirable village. That's impossible in this day and age. We've got people sleeping on the street. We've got over 1 million people reliant upon food banks, 0-hour contracts, insecure employment. We need to give people hope again. A Labour victory here will be a pathway to a Labour government which will transform the lives of people in this city.
UKIP say they need to be in Parliament so they can ensure Brexit goes ahead.
We have got to be there to make sure we get the right result in the negotiations. She's already changed her mind about when there was going to be an election. She's already changed her mind about whether or not they're going to increase national insurance contributions. So what's to stop her now changing her mind on Brexit means Brexit?
There are many people here who know how important it is for businesses like Rolls-Royce, like Bombardier, like Toyota locally, to have access into the single market. People will have to consider what's most important to them, and whether it is the NHS or whether it is our relationship with Europe or whether it's funding for education, and people will have to compromise.
It's eyes down for the general election in this marginal constituency. If history's anything to go by, whoever wins here can look forward to a full house in Parliament.
20 line 20.